Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Merry Christmas Eve for everyone. I'm your host, Joel Twin Love, here with your AEW Dynamite review for December 23rd, 2020. If you didn't know, it was a little exempted. The Dynamite show for Wednesday night because of NBA. I believe it was the Bucks and the Celtics that were on. So I had to wait a little while to watch. It started at 10, or no, wait, not at 10. It started at 8. So I watched NXT for a little bit. Flip back through the basketball game. And then finally I was able to watch AEW. It felt a little weird because later than obviously it originally does. So it was strange, but all in all, quality show. Nothing really huge happened. I mean, we had the Acclaimed versus the Bucks for the tag titles. We had Sting come out and address sort of his relationship with Cody. Address a little more as why he's on TNT and AEW. We had Jurassic Express with the Dark Order. Our first Dark Order, we had a word with Kenny Omega and Don Callis ahead of Kenny Omega's match next week versus Rey Fenix. All in all, quality show. Again, thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications, and let's get into the details, shall we, of the show. Shoot. A little stuck here, sorry. So the show started off because right after it went a little late than the time slot because the game carried over, but still immediately started Chris Jericho and MJF for Top Flight. This was a good showing for Top Flight. I mean, they're young, very talented, still got a ways to go in the ring, but this was a good step against two of the top arguably the two top heels in AEW, MJF and Chris Jericho. Excuse me, this stemming from the 12-man tag last week. But this is good showing from Top Flight. They started out aggressive, taking it to Chris Jericho and MJF. This match went about 10 or so minutes, no under 10 minutes. I would say, getting into the later part of the match, Top Flight hit their dives. They hit Tornado DT on MJF for 2 count. Then they hit that leapfrog like finisher, bridge over ropes. I forgot the name of it, but it was the move where Team Angle, Charlie Haas, and Shawn Benjamin used to do when they were the world's greatest tag team as well. Then a lion salt by Chris Jericho. then at the end of the match, it was Darius Martin and MJF. They were in the ring. Darius was going for something, but Jake Hager, who was at ringside, while Ref Aubrey was distracted, interfered, and Darius' face hit the apron. Then MJF took advantage, hit the Heat Seeker for the win. Afterwards, Jake Hager and they were all in the ring. He took the microphone, talked about how 2 weeks ago they became together and have won ever since, and they have been there like a family. But one person has not been there, and that is Wardlow. He asks where he has been, says he's on family business. I'm guessing because of COVID. So then, afterwards, he called out Wardlow and said that next week it's going to be Jake Hager versus Wardlow, December 30th, a part of New Year's Smash Part 1 of AEW. Should be a good one. More dissension in the inner circle, basically. The two big horses of the inner circle, Jake Hager and Wardlow. Yeah, should be interesting. So then, next, we had Sting come out. He talked with Tony Schiavone. He expressed more a little bit about why he's there. He talked about his relationship with Cody's dad, Dusty, back in WCW. He imitated Dusty's voice in a very good fashion. I mean, you hear Paul Heyman, you miss Dusty, especially that little monotone type voice. But Sting played it well. Talked about how Dusty's idea was to paint his face, make him in colorful tights, and that became Sting. And that Cody being Dusty's offspring, how could he not come to the jungle and be a part of it? And then Darby was in the Raptors again. There was a spotlight on him in an area. And then he was about to talk about what his relationship with Darby, but then Team Taz came out and expressed how this is the jungle as Sting expressed, and that Ricky Starks, who can cut a very good promo, talked about how in this jungle Sting will get hurt. So they talked about coming to the ring. You can see Darby move out of his area in the Raptors. So then, as Team Taz was going to make their way to the ring, Darby came, or actually first, the lights went out, and then they came back on, and Darby was in the ring with Sting. And Taz said, okay, they'll take the high road and leave. But January 6th, when Darby defends his title against Brian Cage, he'll be in a world of hurt. And Brian Cage was all like, why not now? He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm in my gear. Why not now? So they backed away cage and they went to the back. And then Darby and Sting had a nice little stare down with the TNT Championship and the backwards cut. It was a great camera angle. So very curious. I mean, this could go a couple ways. With Sting, Cody, and Darby. I'm still not sure because Sting could be Darby's manager. Sting could be, I'm not sure. They could have a match for the TNT Championship at Revolution, or when they are able to have a lot more fans in a bigger stadium, or in a stadium. I'm not sure, but who knows? So afterwards, MJF, he was with the cameraman. He was in the back, and he went into a room, and Santana Ortiz were at the table, and it looked like they were playing cards, and Santana Ortiz, they were about to leave, but then MJF asked for a moment of his time, and Santana didn't say anything, but he was like, okay, got one moment. So MJF talked to Santana, expressed how, notice how you lost someone close to you recently, and he knows what it's like to lose a mentor, and probably the biggest figure in his life was his grandfather, who he said he just lost to cancer. And he told Santana he knows what it's like to that he's here for him and to keep his head up. So then Santana came out of his chair, went face to face with MJF, and then Santana was like, look at me. Keep your head up. And they shook hands and gave a little hug. And he said, keep your head up always. So, and then MJF shook Ortiz's hand. And that was basically how a short little segment went off. So, expressing the sensitive and good side of MJF. Kind of showing MJF is more on Santana Ortiz's good side as of late. I mean, from where they were from the Vegas segments to now, it's really edging, and we'll see where it goes from here on. What's the next move with the Inner Circle and MJF? So then we had the Dark Orders, Colt Cabana, 5 and 10. versus Jurassic Express. 6-man tag. There wasn't much to this match. They expressed how Jurassic Express was feuding with FTR, and this match was kind of nothing more than a backdrop to what happened after. Good to kind of see Jurassic Express back on TV, especially Luchasaurus. It's been a few weeks since we've seen him on Dynamite. But so Jurassic Express won with their flip over powerbomb combination for the win. Afterwards, FTR they came on the Titantron with Tully. Tully called Jurassic Express Jurassic Park. Funny, but he talked about how they are the 2020 Tag Team of the Year, and that soon again they are to be Tag Team Champions. And then so they called out them and challenged them for a match on January 6th. New Year's Smash Part 2. FTR for Jurassic Express. Should be a good one. And Tully said, well, Lil Marco stunt, if you try to get involved, I may just have a flashback to the 80s. So, Marco stunt, he was livid after that, but yeah, should be an interesting one. They're building up New Year's Smash Part 1 and 2, loading them up with some fun matches. Obviously, next week is Kenny Omega vs. Phoenix for the AEW World Championship. They announced Cody Rhodes vs. Matt Sydal. Not sure if that's part 1 or part 2, but that's another interesting match. Yeah, they are. And obviously, part 2, or next week, we got Hager vs. Wardlow. And part 2 is Jurassic Express and versus FTR. So some good matches are lining up for New Year's Smash. So then we had Marvez had a word with Kenny Omega and Don Callis in their hotel. They were wearing their masks because I'm guessing protocol of the hotel, which was bit took away from the segment a little bit, but for me, but so it was okay. So they address Pac and they address Phoenix ahead of next week's episode of Dynamite. And then Kenny Omega took the microphone and expressed that when that phone dials, that he answers the call, he wins titles, and Phoenix, he just gets hurt and does not answer. And they joked about how, maybe Conan will take him back and AAA instead of Impact. I mean, full hyping up the match for next week. So, in what should be a good one between Phoenix and Kenny Omega. So the next, speaking of Pac, we have Pac versus the Butcher with A. Kingston on commentary. The funniest thing, it was a good match, but the funniest thing about this match was the feud between, or the bickering back and forth between Eddie Kingston and Tony Schiavone. That was hilarious. I mean, I was laughing at the same time, enjoying this fun match between Pac and the Butcher. It was enjoyable. But so Pac's neck was taped up, so that was what Butcher was focusing on. At the end of the match, Butcher hit a brutal lariat that turned Pac inside out and landed a powerbomb for a near fall. Then at the end of the match, I'm not sure if it was bad timing or what, but it was very odd. So Pac was down. Butcher, he was trying to help him up. I'm not sure what happened. It just looked odd. But A. Kingston was in commentary, and he said that he kept telling Butcher to pick him up, slam him, do something. And Butcher was just standing there for like almost a minute or two, just holding Pac. And part of that was maybe, and then after that, Archer, he came out because it looked like Kingston was going to come off commentary near the ring. So Archer came out and Kingston hit behind JR. And then all of a sudden, Pac hits Butcher with a kick behind the head, in the back of the head. And then goes up top for the Black Arrow, pins Butcher, and that was how the thing went off. And fun match, funny back and forth between A. Kingston and Tony Schiavone, but that ending was just odd to see. I mean, again, maybe Butcher was waiting on Kingston, or maybe Archer was supposed to come in sooner, but he missed his cue. I'm not sure. That was just not a way to end the match. With Butcher, he was standing there with Pac, not going for the finish. So then we had Kip Sabian, Penelope Ford, and Miro. So it was their wedding announcement. So they were on the stage area, about to announce their wedding announcement, and all of a sudden we hear the Best Friends music playing over Titantron. And Kip and Miro were on guard, anticipating the attack from Best Friends, but Kip and Miro left, a part of a ruse, basically, and then they cut to the parking lot, and Trent was on a gurney, and they loaded him into the back of an ambulance, and Chuck was there, Orange Cassidy was there, and they showed them going in the ambulance with him and driving off. So now I saw a little bit of news earlier that Trent revealed that he has a partially torn pec, or he tweeted that he has a partially torn pec, and that he should be out for a few months, which is kind of a blow. Not sure if it's real or not, but so they announced that the wedding for Kip and Penelope Ford is going to be a beach wedding, beach break on February 3rd. So that was how the thing wrapped up. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's real or not, the injury, and they're just holding off till the wedding, and then Best Friends come in, and we continue this feud. But if it's true, then best luck to Trent, and a blow to the Best Friends, because they're one of the best tag teams in AEW, and won't be seeing them for a while, I assume. But all in all, quality segment, I guess. My only question is, well, I mean, this isn't Monday or Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, so it's not like they're gonna be show up every week, but it's gonna be, well, curious to see how they build this up for another month. But oh no, okay. So next we had Dustin Rhodes for Evil Uno. This is part of Dustin Rhodes' quest to take down the Dark Order. So this was a cool match. Evil Uno, primarily a tag team wrestler, can go in singles competition. We've seen him against Hangman and against others. But this is a good match for what it was. Uno, he had a pile driver for a near fall. Rhodes, he had code red. Always can hit a good code red, especially at his age. Then the finish came when Rhodes hit a bulldog on Uno for the win. Afterwards, Uno still tried to recruit him to the Dark Order, but Rhodes flipped him off, and that was it. So then we had a Shawn Spears interview. Detailing his lack of success in AEW. And he knows how he's going down the same path he has once before. And that Cody and the EVPs don't like him. And that Tony Schiavone asks him, well, maybe it's his fault that he hasn't found much success in AEW. And Spears acknowledged that. And Spears told Schiavone, he called him an asshole, and says that he'll come back to AEW when he feels like it. So there was that. So then we got Hikaru Shida versus Alex Gracia. This is short. Abaddon interfered. I mean, so-and-so. Shida, she hit the Falcon Arrow on Gracia for the win. Afterwards, Shida and Gracia, Abaddon were back and forth. Abaddon was biting the neck of Shida, pulled away, and apparently get this match next week. I'm just over this kind of, Abaddon, it's okay. Do luck and all. I get it. It's just not working for me. This whole feud. For those who wondering, she's pretty without the makeup. But other than that, it's just not working for me, this whole feud. The AEW Women's Division obviously needs help, as we know. And this is just not really helping it at all, I don't think. So then we get to the main event. We had the Acclaimed versus the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. Stemming from last week, the Acclaimed beat SCU, the number 5 ranked tag team. So this is a good match. The Acclaimed got some good offense in. The Bucks hit risky business on the outside. Double team foot stomp by the Bucks for a near fall. And then pair of kicks by the Acclaimed to front and back of the head of, I believe, Nick for a near fall. Then getting into the later part of the match, great spot was a superplex into a superplex type splash crossbody by the Acclaimed for a close to. Then after Nick had super kicked the referee inadvertently, was the boombox to the face of Nick for a near fall. Then Bucks retain with the BT trigger. Good showing by the Acclaimed. But the Bucks retain. Good showing. The Acclaimed, they have a good look. They have nice gimmick. They can go in the ring. I'm a fan of them. But the Bucks retain, all in all, quality show. I mean, was a holiday show, so and so, but I mean, next week, the New Year's Smash, should be bigger. Obviously, next week, okay, we got Hager versus Wardlow, Phoenix versus Omega, and Shia versus Abaddon. So, should be big next week. But that was the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new, like and subscribe. Click on that bell. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you all been safe. Merry Christmas and be safe. I'll see you back next week for sports overview topics. Thank you all and happy holidays.